Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Terra. I'm Terra Bundance, and today I'm going to be talking about abundance. For the whole month of March, I'll be taking you through several tools to help support us in embracing and embodying and living into what we start learning to be our personal worth. Abundance can't show up unless we know we're worth it. And that can be in many different things. It can be in financial abundance, it can be in friendships, it can be in joy. We can have an abundance of joy, we can have an abundance of happiness, we can have an abundance of gifts that support us in our lives, and we can have just abundance show up in so many different ways. So, what I'm going to be talking about primarily this month is about our worth and how we step into what that might be. So, what I might feel I am worth could look different compared to what someone else thinks I'm worth or what someone else thinks that they are worth. And no one else gets to determine our worth. Only we get to determine that. And so, when I'm looking at my personal worth in terms of if I own a business, how much I would charge for the things that I do, if we're talking about me getting a job, it's how much do I think I am worth to make from that job? And also, how much joy am I worth? How much fun am I worth? How much expression in the world am I worth? How much empowerment, vocal empowerment, or just powerful do I feel I'm worth? And the way that we limit ourselves or hold ourselves back is that we give away our power to others to decide what that looks like. So, how do you seek approval from others? What does that look like when you are anticipating someone telling you something about what you're wearing or how your hair is or how you are doing on your job? Or it could be on the things we make for dinner, it could be on how our friendships are, like how good of a friend am I? Am I a good friend to others? And when we're waiting for answers, we may be thinking that someone has the answer for us. And the truth is, nobody has the answer for you. Only you have the answer for you. Nobody else outside of you can give you what you're looking for unless you already know you deserve it and that you're worth it. And then you don't need to look for it because you already feel it, you already live it, you experience it, you express it in the ways that you perform or put your energy out into the world. So I'm not talking so much right now about financial worth. And of course, that's a part of it. And it may come in during some of the tools that we do this month. But right now, just in this moment, how much joy do you think you're worth? Is it just some joy? Is it, a lot of joy? Or is it overwhelming, overflowing joy? And until we get to a place where we feel we deserve and are worth overflowing abundance in any aspect of our lives, whether it's financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, experiencing happiness, experiencing love, experiencing bliss, on any of the ways that we can express and experience abundance in our lives, that is what we are worth. And that is exactly what we're putting out into the world. We teach people how to treat us by the way that we treat ourselves and the way that we treat others. So if we treat people poorly or with disrespect or less than in any way, then somehow we're putting that out there into the world that this is what I'm worth. I'm worth the way that I treat the other person. And then, of course, there's the aspect of how we treat ourselves. So if I treat myself poorly, or if I talk down to myself about anything that I'm doing in my life, I can be doing something and then express, oh man, I'm such a dummy, or oh wow, that was stupid, or I'm so unhappy, or I'm miserable and I'm a bad person, or any of those things, any of the ways that we show up in negative ways towards ourselves, outwardly expressing that and also thinking that all the time. We're putting an energy, a vibration out into the world that that's what we're worth. And that's exactly how the world is going to treat us. It may show up in different ways from time to time, but there's always going to be some form of a mirror or a reflection of how we're treating ourselves by the way others treat us. So let's just think for a little while about how we treat ourselves. Look at that this week. Spend some time with yourself this week and consider how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself. What are the thoughts that are going on in your mind? How are you experiencing connection to others? How are you expressing kindness or help or support or love or any other expression? How are you putting your energy out to others? Is it kind? Is it respectful? Is it helpful? Is it supportive or loving? And is it also about setting boundaries? Are you setting boundaries for yourself? Whenever someone treats you a certain way, are you saying, I can't allow you to treat me that way in some form or another? That's exactly what energy you put out into the world is. Now the energy, that the vibration that you're holding is, I'm comfortable treating myself this way and I'm comfortable with others treating me a certain way, and I'm going to set boundaries when that doesn't show up. I'm going to take care of myself in healthy, abundant, kind, respectful, powerful ways. And the other piece is, how much are you seeking approval from others? Are you waiting for someone to tell you, wow, you look great today? Or are you telling yourself, wow, you look great today? And when someone else tells you that you look great, are you saying something to the effect of, oh, thanks. Today I was able to get an extra rest, or yeah, I was able to spend a little extra time on my hair or my clothes or whatever. Or are you just saying thank you and accepting that as the gift that it is? Because when someone gives you a compliment that you're already feeling about yourself, it's like, wow, thanks for noticing. It's an extra, it's like a cherry on top. It's extra love and support for how you're feeling about yourself. And it's also a reflection. So consider how you treat yourself, consider how you treat others, and think about abundance in terms of what you feel you're worth and how your worth shows up in the world, and where you give away power to others to take that worth upon themselves and to maybe put that on you. And when you walk around accepting other people's approval or other people's expectations or other people's idea of your worth, then that's what you're worth. That's what you're accepting. That's what you're embracing. So let's look at that this week. Let's really spend some time thinking about the thoughts, the words, the actions around worthiness and worth, self worth, self love, self empowerment, which is what we talked about last month in February, was really about empowering ourselves. So now we get to step in even more deeply into, what am I worth in the world? What is my worth? Where is my power? How am I claiming my power? How am I accepting my power? How am I accepting my good? Because that's how abundance shows up in our lives. Is the more we accept our good, the more will show up for us. The more abundance grows in our lives. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I look forward to seeing you next week on Tuesdays with Terra. Have a blessed and beautiful week.